talk about the cyclical view of the book of Revelation. You see, first of all, the book of Revelation was written to some very specific people. And the way you've heard it interpreted goes like this, that the first couple chapters are about churches, and then after that the church disappears. You never see the church again. What I would say to you is that it's written to some churches. Those churches are introduced to us, and then after that point, the church is reintroduced to us many times, but not literally, but by symbols. Now, the cyclical interpretation would mean this. I would give you the whole story in a panorama. So Revelation chapter 1, 2, and 3 is the first, if you will, cycle. We get introduced to Jesus, then we get introduced to his churches. We get introduced to 7 churches, and the theme of that is Christ in the midst of his church, empowering the church to overcome. Now, in fact, that's the theme of the whole book of Revelation. The whole thing is told in the first 3 chapters. And then what you get after that is recapitulating the book of Revelation from a variety of points of view. I could walk you right through these. One of the parallel sections is 1 to 3, and the theme of that is overcoming. And then Revelation 4 to 7, here's what we get. We get a view of things in heaven and how they interplay with things on earth. So 1 to 3 is the church on earth. 4 to 7 is the scene in heaven during the same period of time, which the period of time is from the coming of Christ until the triumphant return of Christ. The picture in 4 to 7, the order in heaven. And what is our thought as Christians? We want things on earth to be as they are in heaven. In heaven, there's perfect order, perfect peace. Christ is on the throne. He's reigning. He's being worshiped. On the earth, there's a church in tribulation. Guess what? It's happening at the same time. Exactly the same time. Now, cycle 3 is where we see in Revelation chapter 8 through 11, the angels of heaven responding to God's command to release the prayers of the saints on earth so that things on earth can be as they are in heaven. Well, God's means of making things on earth as they are in heaven is actually judgment. So it's very disturbing. In cycle 4, Revelation 12 to 14, we get a closer look at things as they really are. And what we do is this time we pull back the curtain, and instead of going all the way back to the cross of Christ or to the life of Christ, we go all the way back to actually the promise of Christ, and then we bring it through his entire career.